Hi there. Thank you for clicking this video. Thank you for watching. Let me just start off with a message of thanks and gratitude for you joining me right now today. All right, today is January 14th, and I will be giving a message for the sign of Virgo. All right, so we are still continuing on. I'm probably going to be going back and forth with like daily messages and continuing on through Sagittarius and then seeing how long that takes me, and then we'll be out for next month. But yeah, stay tuned for daily messages and just more as the spirit moves me. All right. All right. So Virgo, let's see what's in store for you for the rest of January. I mean, how are you guys feeling? We made it through the eclipse, and eclipses are always about revealing what's lurking beneath. It's about sitting in the darkness and the uncomfortableness and making a decision to let go and honoring the feelings that come with that in order to make space for what's new. And so you still may be feeling that energy in the air, still may be dealing or reeling with what's been going on. But Virgo, let's see what is in store for you. How are you doing? Do a check-in, all right. Okay. All right. I mean, it's interesting. The first card, 6 of Swords here, right? Just what I was saying. Moving on. Moving on, letting go of those past hurts, those past pains, like leaving them there where they are, leaving the snakes behind to slither behind as they can't keep up as you move forward. And yes, possibly into the unknown. Yes, I mean, yes, pretty much into the unknown, right? But into a better space, into clarity. You're moving past those hurts, and it might be a difficult decision to leave. It's definitely hard to make that move. Sometimes it hurts a lot. Sometimes there's so much fear that's just keeping you comfortable or keeping you locked in, and it may not be an easy decision to head towards what's next because of the fear of the unknown, because you have to stand on your own. But this is a big change. This is a big movement. So Virgo is showing, right? Like you made a pass and you're moving through, you're moving forward. But it's interesting in different decks, right? Like how in this one, the Ostera deck, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but you see the image moving away, right? They're moving away, and some are kind of moving forward. And it's just interesting, like the perspective that they show and the varying perspective. But yeah, this person, I mean, they don't really have much baggage. They have their own, like you have your own resources, and you're just having to stand alone and move forward alone and leave behind those power games, leave behind the snakes. And definitely going home, right? I mean, you may be having to leave the home that you know now, but maybe it doesn't feel like home, right? They say home is where the heart is. Queen of Pentacles. This is like that mothering, nurturing energy, Capricorn energy here. Maybe there's a Capricorn in your life, right? She's taking care of her young ones. She's at one with her nature, with her element. I mean, with her nature. Yes, she's at one with her nature, and she's at one with her familiars, being very natural and nurturing. Okay. And this is probably, again, 4 of Cups. Being, as you can see, the cups that she already has is the images of like this furry rabbit, this bunny, right? Which she is also like, that's her familiar, and that is her person. So being full of herself, right? That she is not accepting what's being offered to her. And notice that both of these images, it's like, okay, like Virgo, you had to leave and you had to walk away. Maybe you had to leave a marriage. Maybe you had to leave an abusive relationship, a living situation, right? Trying to make it into one of these damn cities that have us going for our dreams and that don't support us nearly enough. and having to go back home to your place of comfort. You know what I mean? Your place and your people and your tribe and your family who are going to see you, and they feel you, and they are you, like they are of you. And notice both of them have their eyes closed. So it's like this balance between rest, right? Recouping, connecting to your internal nature, like your true self, to be able to stand alone. And I mean, there's a predominant reading with the Four of Cups. There's like the 1% where you're like turning away from what's being offered because of like a spiritual fasting, as the Buddha does under the tree, right, in order to gain enlightenment. But in this sense, you may not want to be, like, you may be so tired from your trip and from your separation and from moving forward, that you get caught up in this rest, or you get caught up in what's familiar to those around you, like before all the mess, right? So like what's safe and what's sure, right? So that you're closing your heart off, you're closing your eyes to newness that's being presented to you. And don't, again, like, leave the pain behind you, okay? Don't 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 miss opportunities, don't miss situations for just choosing to be with your own. Yes, they are there to hold you down, right? They are there to support you. They're there to nurture you back to health, back to full strength. They're there to hear your story, your travels. But if you keep your eyes closed for too long, you're going to miss out on an opportunity. And you may also end up, again, being full of yourself. This is like having your head up your own arse, okay? So that you're going to end up possibly being in a cycle of denial, right? Where you keep blind, like 3 figures in a row. It kind of starts off really nurturing, then it's moving towards a little bit of like you're pushing back offers, right? You're pushing back people, new situations, new scenarios, who want to work with you, who want to see you because they see that you're cleansed, they see you're a lighter, right? But then it's gonna turn, like, but then you keep, like, open your eyes. Okay, open your eyes to the situation, because yes, you're having like a pit stop home after this travel. It can't last forever, and you might be putting some tension on those around you, because you're going to be interrupting their dynamic, and you're going to be acting like, well, we're cool, we're all friends here, we're all family, like, these are my people. But they have relationships, they have priorities, they have lives to deal with of their own, and the world can't stop just because, you're hurt. Just because, yes, they are there to support you, yes, they want to help you, but you also have to be aware of what you're giving and taking, this balance between that. Right? There'll be a choice, there'll be a path that you are to move forward on. Did y'all see that? These gnats? I swear I have a lot of plants. Try and get rid of the gnats. So if you know of any tricks, let me know. But, right? Like the home base, like, you are also grown. You're also moving forward. And don't just close your eyes to new opportunities, new tensions that you may be contributing to, okay, by your initial, yes, welcomed presence home. But again, at a certain point, they're going to be like, okay, so you're going to get that job, or where's that apartment, or like, when we going to help you figure out what's next, right? And you're like, this, I think I'd like to stay here where it's comfortable and safe, and there's not snakes in the grass, and it's clear, and I know who I'm surrounded by, and I know their intentions and all those things. But you may be blind to your own faults, your own contributions to that past situation, right? So, let's see. That's the thing. You're going to have to, Page of Swords here. Okay? A lot of swords. It's been a tough situation. It's been some definitely mental strife going on, some learning lessons that need to be had and happened and integrated. And you need to take this knowledge that you have, this experience, and transmute it and move forward swiftly. That's the thing. Yes, touch down. Yes, connect with those people who can lend you their ear, who can help you release. And talking is one of the ways that we process and release things. So do that. But also don't get delayed on your path. It's like this, right? Here and here, keep moving forward, right? Keep on, right? You are now learning the lessons of this journey that you've been on. You're integrating them, but you need to continue processing them and allow them to take root, so that you can continue on being your idealistic, moralistic, ethical self. Right? Keep going. Okay? Let's keep going. Justice. You see that? That's balance. Again, that's learning the lessons of the sword, of the intellect, of ideals, of all these things, of being wronged, of getting what you deserve, of moving forward, of understanding your own shadows, your own contributions to that situation. Right? You had to make the decision to leave, but you also had a role in the dynamic and in that relationship. Right now, you will be finding that balance. See, she here, just notice the difference. Boom, her eyes are closed, as we've been seeing, right? But now she's seeing from her heart. Now this is divine justice. Now she's closed, but her shadow self, right, is seeing the balance. And oh, she has a nice little blowout. But look at that. Okay, it's like you can't like spirit knows. Okay, like you may be able to fool yourself, but your subconscious knows. Your subconscious is going to be pulling it out of you. Right, so do the work to remain balanced here. Right, do the work to integrate the lessons, because they can be used. There were some shadow things. Maybe you saw a scary part of yourself that you didn't want to see again. Right, maybe that relationship brought out this nasty side of you that you weren't aware, like that you weren't previously aware of, or you never thought you could get to that place or that energy space or that way of acting and relating to people. But you don't have to stay there. Okay, you don't have to keep making those messages and lessons and repeating the lessons. Okay, you can move forward. You can decide to cut it. Okay, just cut it, because again, at the death of the relationship is the beginning. Ending it's the cycle, right? The beginning is the ending, because it's the end of the old way, right? A beginning is an ending. You're beginning again, right? You're closing off those things, and that's scary, but guess what? It's a new start. It's a new chance, right? Newness is coming. There's so much potential within there. And boom, this is telling you to, again, seek some mentorship. Look up towards the spirit. Like, be faithful, be disciplined in moving forward, in learning, and being your best self, right? And doing what you need to do to continue being your best self, okay? In order to continue ascend. Maybe that's church, maybe that's yoga, maybe that's working out, journaling, meditating, something daily with discipline that will bring you back in alignment, okay? Okay, that will help you balance. That will help you balance temperance. Look at this, look at this, look at this angel right here. Understanding the flow of the cosmos, right? You've been moving through the shadows, been moving through the darkest of night. You had to find your way in the dark and move forward in the dark and alone and separate and leave behind, right? Look at this, damn, I can't think of what it's called right now. The scythe? I can't say it. Whatever, but you see it pictured right here, right? Cutting away all that was to make room for new growth, But the journey, just because you have the vision and you have the journey in your mind's eye, you have possibilities being presented to you that you need to keep your eyes open to, it's going to take work. You don't just get there all at once, right? It takes daily work, day by day. So this is that balance, okay? Work on that balance, and the angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors of love and light are there to continue guiding you. They're there to know that they got your back, right? We see 2 cards back to back. I mean, like, book ending it. And this is major arcana. 4 cards in a row, major, okay? The spirit is jumping out here. The spirit is seeing how much pain that you've endured, how much you've had to, like, it's already been a journey. You're like, damn, I'm tired. That's why you want it, right? Like, damn, it was already so much to move, to survive, to be resilient, and to get out of that situation. But you did it. And now, again, remember, surviving is not thriving. You're ready to thrive. 2020 is about thriving, about having that perfect vision, about seeing no more eyes closed to the pain and the bullshit in your own habits, because that's the thing. You can leave a situation, but you can't run away from yourself. Okay? You need to find the balance within of your light and your dark. Your fears, your joys, your hopes, your dreams, your bad habits, all those things, replace them. Work on them. Balance the rest, balance the time with the family and the friends, but know that you've made so much room and made so much progress, and don't stop now because you're ready to thrive. Woo! Just jumped right out. Again, another, okay, that's gonna be the last one for this deck, because this is a lot of energy going on right here. But I'm just saying, that's just okay. Again, right? She is peaceful within. She understands the blading. She understands the separation, the duality of light and dark. She understands the two halves, right? The double-edged sword, her blade. She holds it, and she's able to have it in perfect balance and in peace and in harmony, right? Yet again, right? The light and the dark, death, rebirth, right? This fool right here, not a fool, really, a student, if you will, right? Studying, having the vision, he has the vision within. He sees, he's beginning to, he's understanding. It's opening up. The pathway is opening up and he's ready to walk the pathway, right? With temperance. Again, that balance, light and dark, sun and moon, feminine, masculine, integrated within one. Preparing yourself, doing the work on yourself to get what you deserve so you can thrive. For the lovers, right? Like, what a union. After doing so much internal mental work, so much spiritual work, so much moving forward, and learning the lessons, right? Look at this love to come. Sag, right? Look at that. Look at that. I mean, just goodness. That's an understanding of the cosmos. That's like a manifesting outwardly of the lessons of integration, of the lessons of balance, ready for something new, passionate to emerge, something truer to emerge. Look at them seeing each other, like they see each other, like they're intense. They're in a hot moment, definitely. They're in a passionate, intimate moment, right? They're being swirled away, whisked away by their love. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And that's the thing. You can't get to that relationship. You can't get to the love that you deserve if you don't cultivate it within yourself first. That's what you have to realize, is that love is capable, this divine union is capable of happening just within yourself, even if you're not in a relationship, right? There's a beauty, there's a integrating that is to be had. But you have to separate yourself from living in a toxic environment and in a toxic relationship, in a toxic situation, which it shows that you moved on, you moved past, but don't get stuck, okay? Don't rest for too long. Rest enough, obviously. Balance the rest, like work in the rest. But don't rely on the home base, on that mother nurturing energy so much so that it stops you from moving forward, and then you become the burden, because then that'll be another bad situation you find yourself in, right? No. You have the steps to continue to go it alone, but you won't be alone for long. That's the thing. You do the work, you'll find the joy within living, and then boom, things are going to start manifesting around you, because that's the energy that you're radiating. Lighter, more beautiful, more inspired, more hopeful. Okay? All right, let's go under the roses. I think we end up with the lovers. The letter. Some messages, some documents. open letter. Definitely, again, like, don't, I mean, yes, this can be a message coming through, but I just do see it as, in moving forward, like, make sure you have all those important documents with you moving forward. Make sure that you have, like, a good record of just, like, your bank accounts, your birth certificates, all those things kind of moving forward, what you need to move forward and, like, continue on and, like, starting again, so that you are balancing again, yes, the spiritual and the mental and the emotional with the, like, logistical and the bureaucratic and the boring things. Because I don't know, this letter this could be some surprising correspondence coming through. It could be just some new love trying to write you, some old one trying to get back at you, trying to send you, like, some Hail Mary attempt that you're opening up, some vain love letter after you've done all the work, trying to get back with you. But it's a message coming. That's the thing, just be on top of your mail. Okay, be on top of that correspondence. Make sure that you're not missing nothing, because there may be an important message within there that will affect how you move forward, or that you just need to be mindful of moving forward. Okay, there's so many little things: changing your address, changing your phone number, your PO box, forwarding your mail. I don't know what all those things, right? All right, bear with me. It's like documents. Get your documents in order. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that, right? But I seen the letter, which is slightly different, right? Journal. Again, study the Hierophant journals, the Hierophant studies. This may, and look at her carrying the roses within her hat, right? She's able to go out and tend her garden and do the work and journal about it each day and track her progress and track her growth and process in that way to herself. And yes, she has her friends, but you have to check in with yourself. You have to journal, and it's only to take note of your journey, of where you've been, of your headspace. So that way in a few months, 6 months, however long, right, you can look back and be like, whoa, look at how much growth I've had. And you will know, because you have just more freedom to express yourself in a journal where it's not for public consumption, but it's for your own heart, for your own clarity, for your own truth. Right? Again, a message. One's giving, one's receiving. Even in these, right? She opened it up. She let it there. She's pondering on it. Gave her something to think about. Gave her something to think about and write about. Okay? And we see a lot of balance here, a lot of duality, but a lot of integration. Definitely a message of, like, processing and integrating the lessons on the journey on which you've been. Let's see, one more. Oh, there it goes. Oh, see? So that again, you can have health and growth of mind, body, and soul, darling. Spiritual growth, spiritual haven here. Reflection here. You see the reflection again there? Like in justice. The justice you owe yourself justice. That's the thing. Don't worry and don't fret about them getting theirs. They're going to get theirs, right? Don't make it your issue. You moved on, you move forward, so move forward. Your justice, you deserve justice. You deserve the reflection. You deserve to see yourself thrive and grow. And you deserve to be the lover that you seek. Honestly, you deserve it. So you doing that discipline, you doing the work, journaling, checking in with yourself, just moving on, moving forward, and being dedicated and committed to yourself, you're going to see yourself grow in no time, and your reflection will be vastly different than what you had to leave behind. from the pain that you knew before. That spiritual growth is a dream. That spiritual growth, that's the aim, that's the motivation, that's the reason why, right? Growth in all areas. And again, it's the strengthening, the growth of your spirit within. Everything else grows from that. All right. So continue on. Okay, maybe some things were revealed this lunar eclipse. Some decisions were made. Some losses had to be made. Some cuts had to be made. But for a truly great reason, and that is for your growth. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please stay tuned. Please check out my videos and follow me on Instagram at CCLight, CECE Light _. All right. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you next time.